Welcome to the new episode of the Soul Painting Coffee. Today I'm so excited. We will see a new painting, and we were talking the previous one about the energy. And I promised in the last episode that we have talked now today about the energy. In fact, today, Regina, we will talk about the snake woman that is really friend. She's friend of snakes, and snakes represent energy in the Andean culture. So, welcome to Regina, with who we are sharing this amazing space where you can have the time for bridging through art to a journey of self discovery. So, watch it with your friends, share it if
Have
you
a
want.
little
Little
look for your
coffee.
soul and mind, what it gives you. The idea is to explore and open something maybe new in a way you didn't think before. And the idea of this painting is to connect to it and connect with maybe something else that can be very helpful.
Exactly. So this is the idea of this series we are doing, just through art, connecting to you and just find some kind of, because this is the purpose, Regina, of art is about opening doors in ourselves and explore new world, new universe, because art is universal. And so images speaks directly to our unconscious, and they unlock a gift or part of ourselves waiting to be awakened. Awakening is interesting because we don't have to learn something new. We have to awake to our inner wise self that knows everything we need to know to live a very enthusiastic life in a way and where we can really enjoy who we are. I invite you to comment and share if you have some resources, some author you like, some painter that inspire you a lot. Please share. We have a vibrant community of people who are contributing each other to make this expansion together. It's such a beautiful thing. So today we're going to see this painting. Before I just say little things about me and Regina. Regina is a hypnotherapist and much more. I'm Arianna.ruffinengo, a painter, visual artist, and comics author. I'm very happy to share this painting I did in my life to awake this beauty in us. So I'm going to share the screen so we can comment, Regina, together this painting. So here is the painting. This is the woman with the snake. The name is Woman Snake. Regi, this is a painting I did in 2012. Is part of the Cosmo collection. And I say that because in this period, there was a deepening all the topic about Andean cosmovision Andina. And I was traveling a lot in Peru. I was making workshop about the woman power. And I was touching for the first time a lot of knowledge about the energy in us, in women and men, and how we can use it to connect to the Mother Earth and to access to the universe knowledge. So it was a very powerful moment of my life. The first thing before talking about my painting, I want to ask you, what do you see in this painting?
For me, the color really strikes me as powerful and strong, almost like out of this world. Like these colors don't exist in
Mm.
nature. It feels like these tattoos are on this woman and almost like it's either she's been activated and like almost like I'm being activated in my energy, or almost like electricity is coming on and you're lighting up. The work she's doing is very powerful, and she's basically giving it to the gods, to the sun, and something really important is coming through, like she's opening a portal to some work that needs to come through. That's kind of what's coming through to me. But what's inspired, or what was your idea of this? And why did you choose these colors? Why is it so bright?
For you, these colors, what is the feeling that you have when you see these colors together?
For me, it's almost like this powerful energy, like out of this world energy. Even though green is probably the most common color of the earth, with all the greenery we have, I still feel that this green is almost out of this world. It's not available in nature. And
Mhm.
it's something completely new that is coming to this earth through this portal. The sun is witnessing and supporting the whole thing.
What are the tattoos she has for you? What represents?
I don't know, almost for me, maybe obviously I'm saying it from my own life experience and reality. Everybody has a different reality. From my past, I went to see in Malta, I went to see one of the oldest temples.
Mhm.
They only let 10 people in at the same time. And they have this temple there. They say it's 10,000 years old, but I think it's much older. And all the walls were covered in the same ideas like this. This is where they found this fat lady. I don't know if you know about this, but it's like they're saying that it's probably one of the oldest, because they say that only 10,000 years ago people started being people, but it feels that it's much older. This energy is much older. With the things that are on her body, it's almost like a message from the past. And it was maybe even more magnificent and big than we live in the now. And it's just maybe a message, maybe a learning, maybe something that we should embrace and listen what this message is for us and learn.
I love it. I love how you are opening and finding meanings.
I don't know where it's coming from, but it's definitely like
Wow,
maybe.
I love that. I
And I
love
would love to hear what other people think. Like, comment,
yeah.
what do you see for yourself? Because we all have highs, we all have our own realities, and each of our
Yeah.
reality brings out something that needs to be talked about and shared.
Absolutely. The other question I want to ask you, if you want to pause this video, if you see another moment, and just comment, is super nice because it's also an opportunity for you that are watching to explore your world, your imagination, and your archetypes. What is for you snakes, Regina? Which is your relationship with snakes?
I am indifferent to snakes. I don't like them, but I don't hate them. Obviously, being a hypnotherapist, I get people with phobias, and I understand that in our reality, people are really scared of snakes. There are people who aren't, and it's a very common phobia. For me, there are creatures who don't look like us, they're completely different. And there is something special about them. I know that they have a lot of meaning. In the world, in the old ways, old gods, there's a lot of meanings in snakes. So maybe you could say how they approach the snakes in Peru and what is their understanding.
Yeah. And what about the portal you talk about this? She's opening the portal. What does it mean for you? Which portal she's opening? I'm curious.
Well, this is what I think the portal is literally that there's something from the really long past is coming,
Yeah.
information or something that people in this reality need to see or connect to. And that's the main message, I suppose. She's on a pedestal. But also, it seems like there's some eyes like underneath. I don't know. Or is it another snake? And what is this blue?
It's true. There is another snake here in the front. I didn't remember that. It's true. It's here. I just showed people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that there's two
Yeah.
eyes.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. It's another snake. So this painting is really connected. It's very simple, but sometimes the simplest things have the strongest message. The subject is about the woman, the snakes, the sun, the moon, and colors. Very powerful. This is the red one. She has tattoos. I think the main inspiration for me when I paint this painting was about representing a woman who is opening to her power somehow. It comes from within. She's conscious about her energy. And snakes in the cosmovision and the Andean cosmovision represent energy. But a snake representing energy is in many cultures, even in India, the Kundalini, in Maya, they have also Quetzalcoatl. Before our religions, snake was representing that. And if you see also snake is animal that represents somehow the his kind of shape, how the rivers go, how the tree grows. This line is very organic, very about the line of life. It doesn't go in a in this the very straight. Is the way you
Mm.
present very sinuous. And yeah, so this is represented our energies, and sun and moon is the reflection also of these two type of energy we talked in the previous episode. Is about the electric and magnetic energy. Electric is connecting to the sun, and the moon is connected to the magnetic energy. And these energies are also inside of us. And the harmony between the two, the circulation of these two energies in our body. That's what I study in Kakoi massage. That is the handy massage, the massage of the heart. The balance and the right circulation of this energy in our body is what creates harmony and health at all levels. So that's what we do with the cacao massage. We just bring this energy in order. So the disorder in this energy circulation causes illness, not only in the physical plan, but also emotional, mental, and spiritual. So that's what I loved about this massage in the cacao vision, is that they really, when they did this, they was really looking the human being in a holistic way, not only the muscles, not only the mental, not only the emotions, not only the spirit, but the human being is a whole. All these dimensions are together. And basically, also Einstein says this: that everything is energy. So this woman is really open up this treasure of using her energy, and she becomes the energy. She becomes the snake too. The snake is very important to that. The person is listening now. We have some kind of conditioning thought that comes from, if you are a Western person, comes from religion. The snake is the devil in the Catholicism because it's the one who contribute to Eva to eat the apple of the knowledge. That what causes apparently our falling from the paradise in the hell. But this is the story, and I don't want to enter in the story. But from the Andean point of view, knowing your energy is the key of freedom. And
Especially women, I think, right?
you
As we
women,
are the sources of a lot of energy and a lot of things that we need to bring through, almost like a portal. Women are like a portal that need to bring these energies into this world to make it better and, look after themselves and everybody around them, as in, the mother energy. And if you think of all the way it works. So yeah,
yeah.
it's so fascinating.
And especially this painting is about a woman who discovered sexual energy. Sexual energy is connected in this ancient, can I say, perspective. It is also our creative energy, spiritual energy, sexual energy is the same energy. And but the thing, we can't really move it from this part. And in fact, she's opened up her legs to really make it flow, this energy. And this opening of this energy in women is very crucial to heal, to become really alive, to use this energy in the world to make whatever can
And I
do.
think important message here, like what I'm getting, is also to remember not to, like I'm walking on the streets and people think I'm pretty, but actually turning it around and remembering that you don't need things from outside to get confirmation what you are inside. Actually, you should trust your inside and project it to the outside, not to expect, you know,
Yeah,
see yourself with
yeah,
your own eyes, not with someone else's eyes, and get validation from outside, but actually that we are so powerful and women to trust your inside and trust your inner goddess and know that you have everything you need as a woman to come from inside, not from the outside.
yeah, absolutely. You said a very important thing. This painting is really talking about the power of the woman, and the power of the woman is within. And the way we are, emancipate ourselves in our life is when we connect to this energy. And when you connect to this energy, you realize that you don't need validation. You don't need to follow some kind of role model. So the most important thing in this painting is like, come back to your energy, come back to your sexual energy, awake it, enjoy it. And these tattoos come up spontaneously. These tattoos represent spirals, but also represent spirals are energy again, is another way. It's very ancient. Intuitively, tap into your intuition. It's really about this painting talking about the important, or come back to the primitive force of ourselves, especially women. And is this primitive force that really brings us this most incredible healing, because when we come back to our instinct very deep into this energy, we become less manipulable. I have to say, we are not a subject that can be manipulated easily. We anchor our identity to something very important within, and that is the place when you can shape your reality outside. You express beautifully what is the meaning of this painting. And of course, the image. So I want to talk about this now is a little bit technical aspect. Images are vehicles for our unconscious to tap into this reality we have inside. Art for me and painting I do, they are like bridges, there are portals. So this painting in itself is a portal for the woman to come back to her self and this knowledge that is like a key to unlock this door. So when you see these images every day, it's pretty tough. It's pretty, how can I say, very direct. Many women can have a rejection, especially women who reject the sexuality in their life, because the red is the color of life, is the blood, is the action, is your power to impact this reality. Is very strong, and that can cause rejection, because it's very strong. It's also the fire, the passion of life for life, but also the blood in the sense that we have to die to something, old identities not serving us, to really awaken to our really self. And that's required courage. So it's also right the color of the heart. You need to have a great heart, a brave to open up this door. Open up the door is the painting art for me. It's like the book of actions in the doors, perception, art, and image can really open up you this thing, because if you see every day and you give this meaning, you start to really incorporate. So the thing for me is interesting. If you want this image in your life, if you want this painting in your life, imagine in the day to do some kind of journaling and trying to reflect how you're using your power like a woman. How is your relationship with sexuality? Are you fully living your body? In which way? How is connecting to your emotion? How do you feel joyful? Because this is also a sign how you can be joyful in your life when you're connecting to this energy. Doesn't mean to have sex. That's very important. For if there is some young lady listen to this video, awakening your sexual energy doesn't mean that you have to have sex with the other person. It means that you are awakening an energy that provide you is like a gasoline, life energy, life force to push your ideas, your desire in this life and make them happen.
Especially like no matter what happens, life has very like when I look at the body, obviously like the tattoos, almost the tattoos is like the little spirals of life, the spirals that things happened. It was not meant to be easy, but knowing that life is about gaining experience and then trusting the inner you, it almost lights up on her body, to get her past to support her and knowing that these tattoos also kind of protect her and she can enter the world with confidence and certainty that she will be supported no matter what. We need to be gaining these experiences for life because that's what will make us wiser and more open to everything that for a better life.
Yeah, absolutely. I love what you said. So I come back to you. And yeah, so that was the painting. It was amazing what you shared. So true. I really invite you that listen to this podcast and video to really comment. If you're a woman, how you're living your sexuality, how you're living your joy. Can you see the fire, the passion connecting to your sexual energy, and how is the flame of your dreams is there or no? So it's very important also to have this moment for yourself, like a woman, to reflect on your life, what you want to create, and how do you feel this energy in you, and what you can do if it's not awake to really connect. And what are for you the bullshit that the society tells you about what does it mean to be a woman? And probably
That's
that are not true for you. So it's a kind of good to reflect about this. This is the invitation to really
leave it in the comments, connect with us, and check out Arianna's website. Subscribe if you got a little bit of inspiration because we will be continuing with all the other paintings. And if there's interest, if there's any other paintings that you inspired in the same way that we connect to some of these paintings, maybe we can also discuss them here, right? The idea is to expand the knowledge and each other's realities because we all come from such different places, but talking about these things connects us, makes us stronger, gives us knowledge, which I think is the main reason why we do this.
Thank you so much, Regina, for this conversation. And let's see the next episode. Probably we will talk about dragons. And yeah, there will be
Come
another.
back.
Yeah, yeah, it is. So, and so thank you so much, and let us know your impression. Big hug, and see you in the next episode. Ciao.